Testing, testing, testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Wayfair's 4th of July clearance.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1. All right, I think we got it. Anybody out there? Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. This is Pensy Plains. My name is Scott. Hi, Jacob Lee. Hi, Betsy. Good to see you. Got your message. I know it's late for you, but figured this is the only way I'm going to get out this week because it's going to be like 100 degrees the rest of the week during the day. So, and this is the best night to come up here because we have 5 cargo planes going out, hopefully. Hi, Scott D. Going well. Glad you can hear me. Fly State College. Hello. Hi, CC. Good to see everybody. Hope we have a good night here. It's very quiet right now. We had Allegiant landed right before or right when I got here. You see, we're just after sunset here. Sun's not all the way down, so you take a look at that. Looks pretty cool out there. So again, this is Pensy Plains. I'm Scott. We're at Harrisburg International Airport. Checking things out here. Can't really see the writing out there in the dark. But if you could, it would say Harrisburg International Airport. All right. Hi, Janet from Landisville. Good to see everybody. All right, there's nothing going on right now, but it should be picking up soon. As I said, we should have 5 cargo planes that going out. I think it's 3 UPS and 2 FedEx. Make sure they're all here. I saw one landed right before I got here. One UPS flight. Should have our first flight landing. Okay, we have United from Chicago coming in 16 minutes. That should be our first one. I just want to see if all the UPS planes made it in tonight. Last time we missed one of them. Oh, sorry, that was FedEx. The FedEx 757 never made it here last time. So, look at that one quick and see if that plane's here. It doesn't look like we're going to get that one again. Looks like it's on its way to Memphis. We'll see, but it looks like they had two flights scheduled for the same plane, one from Providence to here and one from Providence to Memphis. It looks like it's going to Memphis. So we might only have 4 going out. Here's something starting up down there at the other end of the airport. Alright, so we're watching for United right now. And the 757 is going to Memphis. It's not coming here. But we should have 2 UPS flights, 767 A300 and 2 FedEx A300s going out between starting around 10 in about a 40-minute span. Also, we have Allegiant going back out around 9:37, and we should have a whole bunch of arrivals here coming in. The final flights for all these airlines tonight. Final flights of the day coming in. So the first one looks like it's going to be that United flight from Chicago, estimated to be here at 9:09. First departure. Let's see. First departure should be Allegiant going out at 9:37. And then after that, we're going to have a bunch in a row. So bear with us for a half hour or so. It's going to be a little slow to start out. Unless, of course, we get some unexpected visitors, which, as you know, happens here sometimes. Last time we were here, that was during the day. We had a C5 and a P8 come in here doing touch and goes. They do come in at night sometimes, but I don't think it's as frequent. One more thing I need to hook up here. All right. But again, I'm glad to have everyone here. GE 1754, member for 2 months. Thank you for your loyalty as a loyal spotter. It's good to see everybody, all these familiar names. Hopefully some new ones. All right. As usual, if you're out there watching, please say hello in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. And please don't forget to click the like button and the subscribe button. That helps us out a lot. And it doesn't cost you a thing. Check our subscriber count before we started. I should do that.
Warrior 430 up here. It's 11 miles southeast of the field, inbound right now in 13.
GE 1754. Thank you for the $2 super chat. And yes, there's our antennas on top of the water tower. And maybe other stuff up there, I'm not sure. They sure look like antennas to me, though. It's hard to tell at night, but I've seen them before. All right. So it looks like we're starting out now with 1,720 subscribers. Might already have a couple new ones there, I'm not sure. Again, thank you to everyone who has subscribed in the past. Whether you're a new subscriber or you've been here for a while. Scott D in Lebanon County. Whereabouts in Lebanon County? You probably told me before. I apologize. Checking on United. Looks like they're 6 minutes out. I heard somebody's coming in. I think they said 11 miles to the southeast. Is that a Piper Cherokee coming in from Richmond? I think that's it at 3,000 feet. That's a pretty plane. Red and light blue. So it sounds like that one's coming in here too. I don't know if it's landing or doing a touch and go. A bunch of helicopters out to the northeast of the airport. A couple Army helicopters from Fort Indian Town Gap and a Penn State Lifeline helicopter on its way down to Lancaster, it looks like. Alright, so this Piper Cherokee might be the first plane we see. Alright, I gotta fix that. Still making some adjustments here, hold on. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, let's go over and look at the airport here. That's what we're here for. Got to see the sunset. The sun's pretty well down. Okay, so there's a light out there. That's probably United. Probably see that out there already. You see United out there past the water tower to the right.
Targeting United 1557 on the ILS 13.
United 1557, a Boeing 737-700 coming in from Chicago O'Hare. So that's going out first.
Oh, what's 3 clear to land United 1556?
Yeah, that one coming in from the southeast is probably going to have to make a big turn, come around. They're landing from west to east tonight on runway 13. Actually, I think I see the other one too out there. We have a clear sky tonight, so we can see everything pretty far out. So that's, I think that's the Piper Cherokee out there. I assume they're going to make a left turn. All right, we've got an American Eagle going out here. I don't know if that's an outgoing flight or it's just they're just parking it for the night. We had one go by earlier that they just parked for the night. There's American Eagle, probably an E-145. See where that one's going. Check flight radar. I don't see it on the radar, so they might just be taking it to the hangar for the night. So watch that one for a little bit.
Tower, Correction Warrior 430 upstairs, right downwind 13, and we have United in sight. Alright, we'll follow 73 and clear
looks like that
13, 430 upstairs.
Piper Cherokee made a left and is going north along the other side of the river. It's going to swing around and land on runway 13. Got this one parked here. I don't know if we might see that one go out tonight. I haven't seen any activity around it. That's the only one I see parked down here right now. I have a feeling this one's just going down to the hangar. I don't think we have anything scheduled to go out right now. Ooh, there's that annoying light. So it's American E-145 probably heading down to the hangar for the night. Everything looks pretty cool in the twilight. But that's going to go away soon. Alright, let's take a look at United. Getting closer out beyond the water tower. So this is a 737-700 coming in from Chicago O'Hare. United 1557. I believe they were already cleared to land. Break out the United emojis, CC. Captain Mickey Mouse, hello. Good to see you. Captain Mickey Mouse, I believe that's next week, and I won't be able to do that because I have something else planned for the channel. So, uh, yeah, I'll miss that. We will get JetBlue down there sometime. Anvil works in Hershey. All right, Scott D. Yeah, we have something kind of big planned for the channel next week, so stay tuned for that. I won't be able to go to Baltimore. Keep an eye out next, probably next Tuesday and Wednesday. As I said before, I'm going to travel to a new airport. Not going to say where that is yet, but I'm looking forward to it. You know, we were in Pittsburgh last week. I hope everyone enjoyed that. I enjoyed it. It's my first time there at the airport. Certainly my first time doing a live stream. Yeah, that looks cool, doesn't it? Remains of the sunset there. There aren't many clouds. There are a few thin clouds over in that direction, but pretty much everywhere else it's clear. All right, we got United on file here. Should be seeing them any second. I hear them. Hopefully you can hear them. Nice. Wow, reverse thrusters there. Come over here and park next to this other United plane here.
1557 echo lost, 1557 echo lost.
First, those lights mess with my focus. Play with that a little bit. Switch. Alright, so it's going to come toward us here and it's going to park over next to that one. Yeah, Captain Mickey Mouse, that's what I thought it was, July 9th. I will be away somewhere else on July 9th, so I won't get that one. But we'll get down there somewhere and see some JetBlue. Sometime, see some JetBlue action. Alright, there's United 1557 from Chicago taxiing into the gate. And watch out for that Cherokee. Is that it? Oh, I think it's here. It's it over there. Oh, I think that's the Cherokee we saw. Saw the light earlier. Just landed. Obviously, they're not doing a touch and go. I believe that one came in from Richmond, Virginia. turning over this way. It'll probably park down here in front of us. Or it may go up to one of the hangars at the other end, I'm not sure. Where they took the American Eagle plane a little while ago. In that area. So we get a fair amount of general aviation action here, and some military action, as you've probably seen before. Seen the Antonov here a couple times, and 124 from Ukraine.
Harrisburg Tower, Skyhawk 0788.
Pretty cool looking plane.
Right downwind for 13.
Somebody else is coming in. Report ops. Inspecting the runway before the action starts. I assume. I heard a boat out there earlier too, but they're going to be tough to see. You might see the lights, but that's about it. There won't be any big boats. Just little fishing boats, but there's probably quite a few of them out there on a nice night like this. Out there, probably catfishing or bass fishing. Susquehanna's known for its smallmouth bass and also for some very large catfish. There's airport ops, presumably doing a runway inspection. Alright, check out the terminal here. So that's the United plane that just came in, parked beside that one. I assume the other one probably came from Dulles and probably headed back there. Harrisburg has two. They're supposed to have 3 FedEx flights going out tonight, but it looks like we're only going to get 2, and 2 UPS flights. Hi, Warm Winds. Good to see you again. Been watching some of your videos from Northeast Philadelphia Airport. If you guys haven't already, check out Warm Winds channel on YouTube for some general aviation action at Northeast Philly, KPNE.
And we're sitting kind of pretty far to
check this out.
Flying center to the left now.
That's pretty cool. Look at that red moon.
Left downwind 13.
It looks pretty close to full. I don't know when full moon is. Got a really good signal here tonight. That's a good thing. And clear skies. Last time we were here at night, it was kind of cloudy, if I remember correctly, maybe a little windy. Alright, so we have a Cessna Skyhawk coming in from the southeast. It looks like it's going to land on 3-1. I don't know if they might be changing runways here. Or they're just going to let that one come in the other way. One nice thing about being on 1-3 is we'll see those heavies cruise by in front of us all the way down to the other end. Alright, so this looks like Cessna Skyhawk out here. And it looks like it's on approach for runway 31, which is the opposite direction. Yeah, Allegiant, I'll give you the lay of the land here in a few minutes. Allegiant is parked all the way down at the other end of the terminal, so we can't see them at the gate. And I wonder if they're switching runways or if this one's just going the other way. I still think the wind is favoring 1-3, although it's not much wind. Hopefully you guys can hear me all right, see the video all right. Get the full view there. You got the moon on the right and the Cessna Skyhawk up there on the left above the terminal. That's a really cool view of the moon, I think. Anybody know if it's full moon? Looks like it's very close to it. It's very bright. Here's something flying over us. Oh, that's up here. You can see that. That's flying over us. I think it's flying from the southeast or southwest to northeast. I think it might have been going to Allentown if I remember correctly. I saw that on flight radar. There it is. Something small. That one's flying over the airport. Tonight is the strawberry moon. All right. It certainly looks like a strawberry moon. I'm not that familiar with all the phases of the moon, but is the strawberry moon a full moon? All 3 FedEx flights taking off. Oh, all 3 are lit up already? Or... All right. So here's the Cessna Skyhawk. It looks like it's about to land on runway 31. Moran 104, hello from Ireland. Good to see you. Yes. Northern New York. And I don't know about Syracuse. We're going somewhere though. And I hope it's not too hot there. It'll be next week, so I want to get this one in because I don't think I'm going to have another chance this week. I'm working a couple days, and as Warwind said, it's going to be like close to 100 degrees the rest of the week, and over 100 degrees a couple days. From like tomorrow through Saturday, we're all going to be touching 100, which is not good for me or my equipment standing out here. Hopefully it'll be a little cooler next week. It looks like it should be. And we'll have something really cool for you. Probably Tuesday, Wednesday, at least. I'll have to do some driving again. Alright. Captain Mickey Mouse says first to leave is FedEx 1303 to Memphis and UPS 1170. Definitely nice having a clear sky. We can see these planes pretty far out. We see some flying around us or over us too. Alright, I believe this is a Cessna Skyhawk. Landing on runway 31. Matt Simmons, good to see you. Yes, Matt. The weather's not looking good for doing something like this, or anything outside for that matter. Oh, okay, it's not landing on 3-1. It looks like it's flying around to the north, so I guess they are staying on 1-3. It's actually just about flying right over the airport right now. Got one taking off down here. Little one.
Yeah, for 10 minutes. We're keeping that message.
Yeah, I think you can park now. Actually, no,
Did I see what that was?
Airport 30, double Sierra, kind of park. Airport 30, double Sierra, kind of park.
Next park, have a good night, 430 double Sierra.
Alright, sounds like we have two 2 feeds of the same. Ooh, same channel. So let's get rid of one of them. ATC sounds pretty good though. Hopefully you can hear it. Let me know if anything's too loud or too quiet. You got me, you got ambient sound. You already got to hear the aircraft sound for United. It was pretty loud. Hopefully you were able to hear that. If you weren't, let me know. I'll crank it up a little. It's quiet right now otherwise. No, don't have any engines parked here in front of me. Alright. Should be having that Cessna Skyhawk coming around on 1-3, I believe. See what I mean? It's clear. You can see them pretty far out. Whatever that was, it just took off. Looks like... So it looks like that was... Oh, that was a touch and go. Oh, that... Yeah. Alright, that's that Piper Cherokee again. What's the other one? Where'd that other one go that flew over the airport? I have no idea.
Charlie Alpha Golf Parking Freezer.
Alright. I'm still out there. Just to the left of the moon. Right there. Pretty cool view of the moon tonight. There we go. How's that? That's cool. CC's getting a heat wave in New Hampshire too. I think the whole East Coast is getting a heat wave this week, unfortunately. I don't know who we're going to see live streaming this week. I think that's going to affect a lot of streamers. That's a pretty cool shot there, don't you think? That is the real moon. That is not AI. All right. Let's see what we have going on. All right, so we have FedEx 1303 lit up on radar. It's supposed to go out at 10:15. That's still 50 minutes from now. Sometimes they do go out early though. Is that a plane? Did that one land and I missed it? Didn't hear anything. Ooh, over there. Is that the one that just flew over the airport and I didn't know where it got to? Hopefully it'll come over here and park. Tammyland 462, good to see you. Thanks everyone for joining us. If you haven't already, let us know where you're watching from in the chat. Please don't forget to click like and subscribe. And as CC said earlier, we have memberships available, 99 cents a month. We have super chats, super stickers, and there's a PayPal link if you'd like to help out in that way. We appreciate it. Had some expenses with our Pittsburgh trip last week. I hope you got to see that. If not, the streams are available. We had 3 streams from Pittsburgh, and I posted a bunch of videos afterwards too. So check those out if you get a chance. That was a little 3-day streaming vacation, and we're gonna take another one next week, which I think you'll enjoy. But as you know, there's some expense involved. So if you feel like supporting the channel in that way, again, we have the memberships available, super chats, super stickers, and we have the PayPal link, which is nice because YouTube doesn't take their cut of that. Tammy Lynn from Topeka, Kansas. All right. So we have Ireland and Kansas and New Hampshire, Florida. Betsy. If Betsy's still there, and I bet we're getting close to Betsy's bedtime. Okay, that plane that just came in is revved up over here, but it might be moving over here. I don't know. Not sure where they're going. Haven't seen them come out from behind the building yet. I'll check out the terminal. All right. So let's see if we have anything coming in soon. We'll just be waiting for FedEx right now. I think we have another arrival coming in soon, but I don't remember what it was. All right. So again, we're at Harrisburg International Airport, which is in Middletown, Pennsylvania, a few miles southeast of the Pennsylvania state capital. That is the terminal. This is the parking garage. I'm up on the 4th floor, the roof of the parking garage. All right, so there's a light down there. That might be FedEx. I'm not sure. Not sure what that is, but so all the way down there at the left end where you can't see. Well, first of all, there's an Air National Guard base down there. It was 193rd Special Operations Wing. I believe 4 C-130s are maybe parked down there, or they may be out somewhere. There's always a possibility we'd see them coming or going. There's a plane out there. And then we have UPS and FedEx have their facilities down there to the left. And at the other end of this terminal is Allegiant and American Airlines. And as you come up here, we have United. And all the way up at this end is Delta. Those are all the airlines that fly in here. There's the moon. Way out there is Sunset Golf Course, where we've flown from a few times up on the hill. Great view of arrivals from that direction, from the east. Next to the airport, so there's one runway. It's either 13 or 31. Tonight we're using 13, taking off and landing from west to east. So the river runs right alongside the other side of the runway there. You can see the runway lights out there. So we have the trees out there, is what we call the river hills, run up and down both sides of the river. That right there is one of the cooling towers of the 3 Mile Island nuclear power plant, which is no longer in operation, but is expected to be going back into operation. All right, something's starting up over there. There's the moon again. It's pretty cool. Gonna be watching that all night. I'd rather watch the moon or airplanes. All right. So the river runs all the way along there. So there's quite a bit of general aviation here. Most of those aircraft park here or down in one of the hangars at the other end. We've got some hangars over here. There's my laptop. So over on the other side of that hill there is another airport called Capital City Airport. It's a general aviation airport. I think I just saw a plane flying around over there. I think it might have taken off from there or was landing there. We usually don't see them. Once in a while you can see one cross the river if we're paying attention. And then way up there is the Pennsylvania Turnpike Bridge or Interstate 76, where it crosses the river at Harrisburg. And then we have the rest of this parking structure and the water tower we saw before. If you're here in the daylight, you might be able to see that. You can see that it says Harrisburg International Airport on it. It's a good reference point especially for arriving flights over in that area. All right. I have the ambient volume cranked up pretty high so you can hear the planes taking off and landing, so you can get the feel of those heavies taking off tonight. Put this down a little bit so we don't get the laptop in our shot. No issues with the sun glare on the laptop right now. Didn't need my sunshade. Alright, so something's definitely running down there at the other end of the airport. I don't know what's going out next, and I'm not sure if that's FedEx. The only one I see lit up on the radar is FedEx, so I'm guessing it's them. So thanks again, everyone, for joining us. Again, this is Penske Planes. My name is Scott. We're going to be here till probably a little after midnight, till the last arrival. Scary Terry, just at Lancaster Airport. That's cool. I thought about doing that too, but I like to come up here on Monday nights and get the UPS and FedEx departures. Got a fuel truck moving around out here. It's coming back from fueling up one of those that just came in, probably. Alright. Got a light over there near United. I don't think that's the one to start up though. Yeah, lights on the wings there. And in case you forgot, still got the moon out there. I guess we'll have that all night. That's really cool. Alright. Somebody's engines are spooling up. Let's take a look at the arrival board. So it looks like we have American Eagle 4715 coming in from Boston around 9:41. That's only 7 minutes from now. And the Boston flight, will give a shout out to our friend Mike from Logan in Flight, who does live streams from Boston Logan International Airport. He's a friend of the channel. Make sure you check out his channel if you get a chance. And I'm sure CC or Betsy would be happy to post a link to Mike's channel in the chat. I just realized I forgot to do something. Alright. Oh, well, we have a little bit of time here. Keep an eye on incoming aircraft here. I don't see anything close yet.
2648, runway 13, taxi, Golf Echo Alpha.
Where's that Boston flight? That Boston flight is an E175. I might see that one out there. I mean, on the radar, that is. Alright, so that's 8 minutes out to the northeast. Let me see if I can do something quick here. We have a really good signal here. Hopefully it's going to stay that way. Hopefully the video is nice and clear, other than being dark. I forgot to put the PayPal link and something else. I had a link to AirNav in the... Oh, we got Allegiant going out already. Alright, we'll hold off on that. We'll watch Allegiant taxi out. Let's take off. Heading back to Pi. St. Petersburg, Clearwater International Airport. Down in Betsy's neighborhood, if she's still on here.
13 minutes, the airport has filed, maintain 3000. FedEx level 340, 10 departure. Departure frequency 126.45.
Alright, there's Allegiant heading out to take off on runway 13. Thank you, CC, for posting that link. Alright, so it looks like this is going to be our first departure. Besides that little one that did the touch and go. Yeah, I figured she's probably gone by now. But shout out to Tampa and our mods, Betsy and Eric, in the Tampa area. This one's heading to that area, not to Tampa International, but right across the bay. That Allegiant livery still stands out pretty well in the dark. Just gonna go past that annoying light here in a minute. So there goes the Allegiant 737 heading out to runway 13 and then to St. Petersburg. Can't miss that tail, even the tip. And it's gonna disappear there. Maybe not completely. We know you're back there. Alright, it's gonna reappear here. It's a long way out to the end of the runway. This is one of the longer runways around. Probably not as long as Philly or Pittsburgh, but other than that, it's probably one of the longest in Pennsylvania. I don't know exactly the measurements, but that's one reason the Antonov flies in here. Is that a plane flying behind it? Sure looks like it, doesn't it? Out there, above it. Alright, and then it's going to disappear. Alright, there I posted that information in the stream information. Via the PayPal link and a link to AirNav.
Easy 2648, Mr. Tower, wind 1905, flight runway heading runway 13 for tail.
Alright, Allegiant's cleared for takeoff. Should see them any second. Should be nice and loud. So that'll be 737 MAX 8. Allegiant 2648 heading back to St. Petersburg Clearwater International Airport in Florida. Thanks again, everyone, for joining us. This is Pensy Planes. I'm Scott. We're at Harrisburg International Airport, waiting for our cargo planes to depart, 2 UPS and 2 FedEx flights. And first we're going to have this Allegiant flight going out. And we should have a bunch of arrivals here coming in soon. There goes the 737 MAX. Brightly decorated in the Allegiant livery. We got a shot of it with the moon, hopefully. That one should be easy to keep track of. That orange really stands out. All right, going over the moon right now. How cool is that? Maybe we'll make that our thumbnail for the stream.
UPS 1170 Heavy, Split 2, Chicago, Rockford Airport via McMahon, Mike Charlie, Mike Alpha, November.
Soon we're going to have a couple heavies flying over the moon.
Elwood City, Echo Whiskey Charlie, event is filed. Maintain 3000, expect level 36010 departure, flight ticket fee 126.45, squawk 1637.
Turn my volume on my laptop down a little bit. That's pretty loud. Oh, where'd it go? Where did you go, Allegiant? There you are.
Yes, 173, Rebecca.
I'll see it go by the moon again. All right, we got the Boston flight coming in here shortly. It's going to go right through the moon, or right behind, in front of the moon. Whoa, check this out. There we go. How about that? That was cool. And then I kicked my tripod for good measure. One kick. I always have to get one or two in. All right, there goes Allegiant off to St. Petersburg, making a big right turn, head south, southwest. We got a bunch coming in from the southwest, probably. West, southwest. First of all, we have the Boston flight, the E-175, coming in from the northeast. It wasn't far out. We gotta watch and see where that is. Still northeast of the airport. Hasn't made a turn yet. So we'll keep an eye on Allegiant as long as we can. That's what I like coming up here when the sky is clear. You get to see them fly up alongside the river there. Coming in or going out. As Cece said, please be sure to hit the like button. Helps us out. And it doesn't cost you anything. Anybody know how many likes we're up to? I haven't had a chance to look yet. I think I saw 17 a while ago. Alright. I think we're going to see that much longer. It's heading off to the southwest. Oh, where'd you go? That is Allegiant 2648. Heading to St. Petersburg. It's really nice out here. It's a little bit of a breeze. It's probably like 80 degrees. Clear skies. Big full strawberry moon. It's a little less red than it was, but it's still very bright. How long does the strawberry part last? We need some sunlight off of it to make that happen. Guess we need sunlight to make the moon shine at all. Alright, still Allegiant. Brickyard 4715 American Eagle from Boston. The E-175 due north of the airport now, about 3 minutes out. Going to be making a big left turn, coming down along the river. Fly right over the city of Harrisburg, right down the river. It's a pretty cool approach, especially at night. Excuse me, if you ever flew in here. Excuse me. What's November 821 November Victor? Which one is that? Warm winds. Is that Allegiant? Ooh. All right. It's still there. That's still Allegiant. Uh-oh. Lose it? Yep, it's still out there. Where'd it go? I think we lost it. It's too far out now. All right. Let's go back and check this out. Check the status of the strawberry moon. So it looks a little less strawberry now, but it's still very bright. Quite see the features on the moon like we could earlier. I think that's just the camera though. I can see them with my eyes. Just need to focus a little better.
Number 362 at Harrisburg.
It is very bright though.
Number 362 at Harrisburg Tower, only 13, clear to land. Here's transmission ident.
Nice. What's that? Is that the Boston flight cleared to land? No, we've got a Mooney Ranger out there. Maybe it was that one. That's out to the east of the airport, heading west. Maybe that one's going to come out and land. November 3628 Hotel. Came in from Pottstown, Pennsylvania.
3628 Hotel, on the left, downwind 13.
There they are.
362 at Harrisburg Tower, runway 13, clear to land.
Runway 13, clear to land. Here it is.
And we've got another fuel truck here. Probably heading over there to Allegiant. But I don't know if that's enough fuel for Allegiant. But it's coming back from somewhere. Probably fueling one of those
I can try to make a short approach, sure.
private planes. Alright, so we have the terminal, the two United tails there, and the moon above it. And we're watching for the E-175. I think I see it out there. Still out there above Harrisburg, pretty far out. Out there. I think that's just a star up there. Something just flew into my face here. Some sort of insect. Splat. I believe that is the Boston flight. Oh, no, wait. That's not the Boston flight. Boston flight is out there. That's the Boston flight. That is the E-175 American Eagle, aka Brickyard 4715 from Boston Logan International Airport. Should be about a minute out. Warm winds, that's what I was wondering. Okay, so that tail number was Allegiant. November 821, November Victor. I don't hear anything running at the terminal right now. We should soon. It's about time for those cargo flights to start heading out. That's the E-175 from Boston, approaching the water tower, flying down the river. Looks like it's just about, looks like it's over Harrisburg City right now. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's that little one. All right, it's going to jump in there in front of it. Button in line. That's the Mooney, what did I say it was? It's a Mooney something. Mooney Ranger from Pottstown. That'll be November 3628 Hotel. Should be landing here in a second. Coming out from behind that parking structure. All right. I saw something behind it. I think that's just the turnpike bridge. Probably a truck or something. Is that it? There it is. That's the Mooney Ranger landing, coming in from Pottstown. We'll see if it stays here or takes off again. A lot of these private aircraft use this for training, do touch and goes. As do the military aircraft.
Thank you. Left there on Charlie. Right Alpha.
Sounds like it's staying. Try to stay away from that light as much as I can. Excuse me. I think I hear a boat moving out on the river. Alright. He must have turned off back there. Sorry, I kicked the tripod again. Alright. There's the E-175 going behind the parking structure. Making a little adjustment there. Alright. Should see it in a second. This one's coming in from Boston. Alright, sounds like something's starting up at the terminal.
Okay.
It's American Eagle,
Let me know.
Republic Airways, E-175. Pretty loud. I was going to taxi all the way down to the other end of the terminal, and we're not going to see it park. Probably will see it back out again at some point, though. I don't know if that one goes out tonight or not.
62 Hotel, where are you going? What altitude?
Usually, most of them don't stay here overnight. We already saw them park two E-145s for the night. Something's definitely starting up.
28 Hotel on departure, just maintain at or below 3,000. Departure frequency is 126.45.
Somebody's getting their clearance.
Squawk code 4220.
Something big's flying over us right now. I can hear it.
4220.
See what started up and what's flying over us. All right, looks like the one flying over us is Qatar 22B on its way from DFW to Doha at about 33,000 feet. I don't see it, but I don't. It's pretty high up there. What else is lit up here? Just FedEx, or one FedEx, one UPS lit up. It's probably one of them that I hear. And it looks like that one that just came in is heading up to the other end of the airport. I don't know if it's going to take off again or it's just parking. That Mooney Ranger. So we're going to have 4 heavies coming out here shortly. Omi Figueroa, Qatar from Dallas to Doha. Thanks for that. Londonderry Township. All right. Probably less than 5 miles from me. Maybe over near the golf course. Sunset Golf Course, where we filmed a couple times. Check out the moon, over the terminal. Moon over United. Alright, anything else coming in? The Legion's about to fly over us going to Allentown from Myrtle Beach. Alright, another Philadelphia flight south of us. Coming in from the southeast. Should be able to see that one. It's a little too far south right now. Let's see, E145, Piedmont 6109, American Eagle from Philadelphia. Oh, there it is. Where are you? I see it with my eyes. Let's see if I can see it with the camera. It's pretty far out there. Flying from southeast to northwest on the other side of the river. On the, I guess that's the right downwind. Why can't I find it? Is that it? Something else flying over us again too. I can't see it. It's quite far out there. Oh, there it is.
1171 or 1173?
All right, that's E145 coming in from Philadelphia. It's going to land in a couple minutes. Heading north along the river, northwest along the river. It's going to be making a big right turn. That's a nice little 22-minute flight with about 5 minutes left. Did I say it's really nice out here? Because it is.
Tower, wind 190 at 5.
I hear something big coming out from behind the terminal. Looks like it might be our first heavy departure. Hopefully you can hear it. Omi Figueroa says they see the Dallas flights come in every night. Alright. That'll be one of the last ones we see coming in tonight, I believe. Alright, first up looks like UPS. UPS 1171 headed to Louisville. And the Boeing 767-300. I'm gonna watch that taxi all the way across the airport up. Oh,
Airport has filed.
There's that other one taking off.
Expect flight level
Temporary
360,
distraction.
intercept for departure. Spark frequency
That's that Muni Ranger we just saw
126.45,
land.
7147.
Just came in for fuel. Saw the fuel truck go up there. Saw the fuel truck go back.
7147, rest Rebecca.
Alright. There goes that one. We'll keep an eye on this one now. UPS heading off to Louisville. UPS Worldport, of course. We were out there last August. Shot some video. I hear another one out there behind the terminal. It's probably FedEx.
Harrisburg Tower, good evening. P-1 6109, about 5 mile right base for...
Alright, sounds like the Philly flight is 5 miles out.
6109, Harrisburg Tower, wind 190 at Niner, runway 13, clear to land.
Runway 13, clear to land, P-1 6109.
West of the airport, haven't made their last turn yet. I assume we'll see that land before this one takes off. Should have some good sounds with this one when it takes off. Actually looks pretty good at night. FedEx will look better because that tail will be all lit up in purple and orange. Alright, there goes UPS. The UPS 767 heading out to take off on runway 13. And I hear another one behind me here. Probably soon coming out from behind the terminal. Got 2 FedEx flights and a UPS flight lit up there, so they're all going out soon. That's why I come up here on Mondays. I think there's another night we get 4 too, but I was hoping we'd have 5 tonight. That 757 never made it here. That didn't last time either. All you locals, there go your packages off to Louisville to be redistributed. Omi Figueroa, I wish they still flew the MD-11s too. That was cool when I was in Louisville. I probably saw 15 of them take off.
Continue to be heavy, I think probably 3-1 here. I'm at 3-1, taxi, Golf Foxtrot.
Alright. Something's cranking up here behind the terminal, but this UPS flight is going to be taking off, and this American Eagle flight is going to be landing very shortly from Philadelphia. That's the E145 Piedmont 6109 coming in from Philadelphia. On behind the water tower. $32 likes. Thank you for that. Warm winds. Everyone, please don't forget to click like and subscribe. If you're not already a subscriber, we'd love to have you, and it's free. And if you click that notification bell at the top of the page there, then you'll know when we're going live again. I can tell you when we're going live again. It's probably going to be Tuesday at a new airport that I think you're really going to like. Also, check out some of the other videos we posted. Again, we were in Pittsburgh last week. We did 3 live streams there, and I posted a bunch of videos from those streams. Oh, now what's going on here? Are we switching runways? Where's that one going? There's FedEx heading out to the other end of runway. Like it's going to take off on 3-1. All right, there's the Philly flight. Have to refocus. FedEx is going the wrong way. What's up with that? All right, that's the E-145 American Eagle coming in for forward. Some loud reverse thrusters. Not complaining. Not as loud as these next couple planes are going to be, though. All right, where's UPS at? Looks like they're just taking the runway. So we're going to have UPS taking off on 13 and then FedEx taking off on 31. That's weird.
UPS 1171 heavy, wind 180 at 8, turn right heading 200, runway 13, clear to take off. Only 13, clear to take off, right turn.
Right, there's American Eagle from Philadelphia. They're going to disappear behind the terminal. And then we're going to have UPS taking off from the other end. Looks like they're just moving on to the runway. And FedEx is over there behind United there for some reason. All right, get ready for UPS. The 767-300 taking off for Louisville. I hear them starting up. Spooling up. There they come. Just a little loud, just south of the moon there. Now see them make their turn. That looks cool.
1303 heavy extra tower, wind 180 at 9er, fly runway heading runway 31, clear to take off.
Let's take up runway 31.
And back across in front of them. How about
UPS
that?
1171
Oh
heavy,
yeah,
take
that's
departure. Departure, UPS 1171 heavy.
Delta does have a couple 717s that come in here. We should see one come in, and I guess we won't see it go back out tonight. Definitely should see one coming in though. Probably from Atlanta. We should see another flight coming in from Detroit, I believe. CRJ. All right, it looks like FedEx is taking the runway on 3-1 for some reason. Again, I don't know if we're switching runways or if they're just letting FedEx go out the other way. So this is the same runway UPS just took off on, or they're going the other direction. They're not going to be flying by the moon, though. Maybe they just let them do that because they're heading west. I don't know. There's a little bit of a breeze. Probably doesn't matter too much.
Over to departure, thanks for the help, FedEx 1303 Heavy.
I assume the help is letting them take off in the opposite direction. Alright, there goes FedEx off to Louisville. Let's see if UPS is still. Oh yeah, UPS is still out here too. We'll watch FedEx make their turn to the left. Alright, that's it for right now. I don't hear the other ones starting up yet, but we should have one more of each taking off in the near future. And we should have a bunch of arrivals coming in soon. Including one from Dallas, one from Atlanta, one from Detroit, probably at least one from Chicago, Charlotte. I don't think we have any more departures though, other than UPS and FedEx. I think the last flight of the night is usually from Charlotte right after midnight. And we're going to wrap it up after that. I'm going to stay here for all the arrivals, as long as we're not delayed too much. Alright, we still have, that's FedEx, we still have UPS out here.
Runway 31, taxi, Golf Foxtrot up.
There's UPS, one we just saw take off at the other end. I mean, they're going west too, so. Where was FedEx going? I didn't even notice.
Yeah, just probably going to be at least 5 minutes IFR traffic into the airport up the river, then a VFR Skyhawk landing 13.
And FedEx is going to Memphis, which is their headquarters, of course, their main hub. And UPS is going to Louisville, which is their main hub. Alright, UPS is out there somewhere. Looks like FedEx is out here making their turn. Hold on, I gotta fix something here. Alright. Sorry. That's FedEx. Just made their left turn. I think that was really cool watching UPS flying in front of the moon. Maybe that'll be the new thumbnail. I don't see UPS anymore. That's FedEx still. Alright. Should have some more arrivals coming in soon. We have. Oh, looks like the other FedEx is heading out to take off on 3-1. Or maybe we did switch. They were just go for takeoff. And right there. Oh, that's UPS.
Harrisburg 54 Juliet is setting up for a
this is UPS 1173 going to Rockford, Illinois. An Airbus A300.
Continue cross Harrisburg International mid-field and enter the left downwind for runway 13. It's going to be a heavy Airbus 300 departing 31.
We'll fly back to the left downwind from a 13. I'm all looking at the traffic.
So it sounds like everybody else is still using 13.
Extend your downwind for now, and with the wake turbulence, I'll let you know.
Got a
Normal extend for
Cessna Skyhawk flying across the airport. I think they told him to enter the left downwind, probably the right downwind. Coming from Frederick, Maryland. Alright. There goes our second UPS flight. This will be an Airbus A300. Dallas got delayed. Hopefully not by too much. Warm winds to the new airport? You mean Pittsburgh? Have AC. They better have AC if they want to do anything this week. I have AC where I am.
And that Tower 340 has the departing right?
Here on the roof of the parking garage, the AC is pretty good right now. I just have it on low. Mother Nature has it on low. Alright, there goes UPS off to Rockford, Illinois. The A300.
12 o'clock, 2 miles, 1500 aspect.
Alright, up to 8,000 UPS 1173 Heavy.
I think the terminal has air conditioning here, but I'm not sure. But I don't think it's new. At least not recently. If you mean Pittsburgh, I don't know.
Yes, 730, you have no factory kind of support resident.
Over to departure, good night, thanks for your help, UPS 1173 Heavy.
But Pittsburgh does have a new terminal.
2224 Juliet.
New parking garage. That's parking garage.
Turn
That's
is
not
a
a new
discussion on
terminal.
the left downwind for the wake turbulence, caution wake turbulence for departing heavy Airbus 300. Runway 13, clear to land, wind 2005.
Alright, so now that one took off on 3-1 and something else is landing on 1-3. Something small. I think that's that. Is that a Skyhawk? Cessna Skyhawk, November 2334 Juliet. And here's something out here. Oh, it's flying over us right now. Okay, so it wasn't that one. It is a Piper Aztec from Peoria, Illinois. That one's out here somewhere. I just saw it. Skyhawk just flew over me. Sounds like that one's going to land too, but I don't know what happened to the Piper Aztec. It should be over here somewhere. So we're going to have 2 small planes landing here shortly. Oh no, the Piper Aztec's turning. They're landing at Capital City. Okay. The Skyhawk just flew over us to the northeast. I think it's coming in on 1-3. And something's starting up at the terminal. Probably that other FedEx plane. Here's the, that's the Skyhawk out there. Just flew over me and made a left turn. I think it's coming back around to land on runway 13, which is the opposite direction of the last 2 takeoffs. Last 2 takeoffs. We still have 1 FedEx to go yet. That's the Cessna Skyhawk from Frederick, Maryland. Coming all the way around. Excuse me. Hope you're all enjoying this. Once again, this is Pensy Plains. My name is Scott. We're at Harrisburg International Airport in Middletown, Pennsylvania, right outside of Harrisburg. Airport code's MDT. Alright, it's going behind the water tower. And behind the parking structure, and we'll see it in a second. How many likes are we up to now? $28 people watching. Thanks everyone for being here. Please don't forget to click like and subscribe. It really helps us out, and it doesn't cost you anything. All right, that's the Cessna Skyhawk that just flew over us. Landing on runway 13, so we're back in that direction again, at least for now. And like I said, there's not much wind here, so it probably doesn't make a big difference.
Where's your full Juliet, left Charlie, and then Alpha Golf parking straight ahead.
Stay away from that big light.
Runway 13, taxi Alpha, what's the destination or request out?
And again, I don't know if that one turned off down there further behind the buildings. $40 likes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, CC, for that. I appreciate all your support in whatever form you choose to support us. We appreciate it. Again, don't forget to check out some of our other videos. We were in Pittsburgh last week. $35 likes. That's what I see. Oh, it's not a refreshed. Oh, 41. There we go. 35 watching. That's cool. Thank you, everyone. Hope you're enjoying the show.
Juliet, turn left on Alpha to the end.
All right, warm winds. Thanks for being here. Hope your ribs are healing up nicely. Like I said, I've had a broken rib before, so I know how that feels. Hopefully it won't be much longer. All right, something's starting up. Oh. Heard it, then I didn't hear it. All right, let's go down and check the status of the moon, shall we? It's higher in the sky now.
Runway 13, take view, Golf, Echo Alpha. T-Mon 5944, there's for Tower, runway 13, clear line.
13, clear line, T-Mon 5944.
All right, somebody's just cleared the land. Who was that? I think FedEx is starting up down there. Oh, another American Eagle coming in from Philadelphia. Piedmont 5944. Another E145. And we also have the 71. Nope, that's not coming here. But we should have a 717 coming in soon. There's a 717 flying over us and going into Philadelphia from Detroit. All right, so another Philadelphia flight north of the airport, getting ready to land. And something definitely started up over there. Can only assume it's FedEx. The last heavy going out. The last of 4. All right, here comes our final heavy departure. It looks like they're going to go the other way, maybe. I don't know where they're going. They might be going east. Who knows? I'll have to look. They look like they're going to use 3-1 or 1-3. I mean, we're playing musical runways here for a while. This is FedEx 1670 going to Indianapolis. They're still going west. They're going to take off from west to east for whatever reason. So we got a good shot of this one coming by. Our final heavy departure. Probably our final departure. We got a bunch of arrivals though, yeah. Good shot of FedEx there. That'll be another Airbus A300. Again, heading to Indianapolis. One of FedEx's hubs, not their biggest one. Looks pretty good tonight in the dark. That's because of the moonlight.
Tower, and there's a left downwind on the go, runway 13, clip takeoff.
They just cleared somebody for takeoff. I guess that's this plane. They're not near the end of the runway yet.
Puma maintenance 670. Puma maintenance 670, taxi via Golf Echo.
Oh. Well, I guess that's what was cleared for takeoff. I think we have another one. Sounds like another one's trying to start up down there. I don't know. Alright, whatever that is taking off on 1-3. That looks like a Cessna Skyhawk. That's the one that just came in from Frederick, Maryland. Sounds like one's trying to start up down here at the terminal. Oh, there it is. Oh, another American Eagle. That's right, we have one landing here too, don't we? There it is. This, I don't know if this is going out or it might just be going to the hangar. I've seen two of them go up there tonight. I don't see it on radar, so I assume they're taking it up to the hangar for the night. And we have one more landing. Yeah. We'll go to that one in a second. It's out by the water tower. Alright, this is the second American Eagle flight from Philadelphia coming into land, just going behind the water tower.
Skyhawk 34 Juliet, extend downwind.
Extend downwind, that's 34 Juliet.
How's the video look? See you later, warm winds. Video looking okay. Looks like we have a good, strong signal. We usually don't have any issues with our signal here. Hopefully the audio is okay. Alright, we should be seeing the American Eagle flight from Philadelphia here any second. Nice and loud. These people are at the end of their grueling 25-minute flight
Tony Heavy Harrisburg
from
Tower,
Philadelphia.
runway 200, runway 13, close takeoff.
Right turn 200, 132, takeoff FedEx. 67 Heavy.
23-minute flight. All right, FedEx was just cleared for takeoff. We're watching for them. Still don't think they're at the end of the runway yet. There goes American Eagle from Philadelphia off behind the terminal. I think something else is starting up over here. I don't know who it would be though. Shouldn't be anything else going on unless they're going to go park another one at the other end. All right, watching for FedEx. This will be FedEx 1670, an Airbus A300 going to Indianapolis. See another plane out there. That's that one. That's the one that just took off. All right, here's FedEx. Our last heavy departure. We're gonna get a shot of it with the moon. Yeah, it's kind of low right now. Maybe on the way back. Making the right turn, heading out to Indianapolis. It looks cool. Those big planes. Random 2310. Hello, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. All right, right below the moon. Not as close as the other ones were. I still like that shot of UPS making the turn there in front of the moon. That was cool. All right, something's out there beyond the water tower. Looks like that Cessna Skyhawk that took off a few minutes ago is coming back around for more. I hear a train over there. I don't know if we can see that in the dark. There's a railroad line on the other side of the river. If anything, we would probably just see lights. So there goes FedEx off to Indianapolis. The last of our 4 heavy departures, making another left turn, it looks like. And we have a Cessna Skyhawk landing here in a second. hear the train. I don't see it. Planes, trains, and boats. We got it all here. Just don't know if I can see the train at night. Don't have a great view of it during the day, actually. Alright. Where's that Skyhawk? There it is. Cessna Skyhawk landing on 1-3. Again. Can you hear the train? Alright, let's see if we can find FedEx. Are they still out there? I don't know where they got to. We have another FedEx flight flying over us right now from
34 Juliet, left to Charlie, left on Alpha.
From Allentown.
Let me know when you're ready.
I hear it. And then there's a UPS 757 northwest of us flying into Philly. Ooh, that might be it there. I think that's the UPS 757 flying over us into Philadelphia. Since we didn't get the 757 from FedEx that we were supposed to get. Not that you can tell what that is, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Alright. Back to the terminal and the moon. There we go. That Skyhawk disappeared behind the buildings. I don't know if it's staying this time or going back out. Kind of looks like it's heading back up to that end of the runway. Or maybe to a hangar, I'm not sure. Yeah, I can't see that FedEx flight that flew over us from Allentown. We're gonna go back to Allentown sometime soon. Catch some of that cargo action and Allegiant action on a busier day. Didn't have a lot going on the last time we were there. As we check out the moon again, the former strawberry moon. Looks pretty normal now.
LV1
Very bright though.
LV1, we're currently about 13 miles south, coming from York.
Only figure out I do mostly daytime live streams.
We're inbound for fuel at a flight.
Decided to do a nighttime stream now because it's going to be like 100 degrees.
LV1 altimeter 3011, I think.
If you go back and look at what we've posted, we did 3 live streams in Pittsburgh last week that were all daylight.
LV1, you can
previous live streams here in Harrisburg, Lancaster, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Washington D.C.
Okay,
almost all of them are in the daylight, or at least they start out in the daylight.
Land for LV1.
So go check out some of our live streams and our static videos that we posted. Our next live stream will be daytime, at least to start. Can't say we won't venture into the night a little bit, but we'll see. Mostly depends on the weather and how many people are watching. I think you're gonna like the next stream though at a new airport. Alright, looks like that Cessna Skyhawk's out at the runway, ready to take off again.
334 Juliet, Harrisburg Tower. Enter the left down 19 go, runway 13, click it.
There are actually 2 Allegiant flights out west of us going to Allentown. We have the, yeah, that's going to Allentown too. I think this Skyhawk's going to take off again. This would be November 2334 Juliet. Flying around here. Taken off and landed here a couple times now. Flew right over us. How far out's the next arrival? I think we're done with departures. There it goes. Well, other than these, as far as airline departures, cargo departures, we're done with those. Unless there's some surprise that I'm not expecting. This one's coming right over towards us. Alright, that was the Cessna Skyhawk. Thanks again, everyone, for joining us. I appreciate you being here tonight. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thanks again to our mods, CC, Betsy, Matt was here earlier, Betsy was here earlier, they both left. Looks like it's just CC now. Janet's here for a little bit. I'm sure she's in bed now. Alright. Waiting for our next arrival. Thanks CC and all the mods for the great job that they do managing the chat and promoting the channel. I appreciate that. Especially late at night, staying up with us. Alright, so the Dallas flight is delayed until 11:31. Oh, that's alright, we'll still see that one. If that's right. CRJ from Detroit, Delta is coming in 11:24. United from Washington, Dulles, 11:26. Delta from Atlanta, 11:24. That's the 717. American from Chicago, 11:41. And American from Charlotte at 12:12. And after that, we're going to wrap things up. Got quite a few left, though, in the next hour and a half. What is that? That sounds like a helicopter.
For Tower, specifically for Juliet, is midfield left downwind, runway 13.
Alright, sounds like we got a helicopter out there.
2334 Juliet, runway 13, code 1.
Maybe coming in for fuel.
13 for Juliet.
Yeah, which they do sometimes. That is a medical helicopter. Lehigh Valley Medevac. They're based in Allentown, but I'm not sure where this one came from. Probably coming in for fuel. Hopefully they'll land over here in front of us. Alright, wasn't expecting this one. Alright, there's our medevac helicopter landing, probably getting fuel. Nice of them to land right in front of us. Could have moved over away from the building there a little bit, but we'll take it. An unexpected treat. We'll see where they came from. Looks like they came from York Hospital. Hey, there's a FedEx MD-11 flying over York right now, from Philly to Indianapolis. That would be cool if we could see that, but it's pretty far away. There's another medical helicopter flying around out there too. Alright. So, who did we think was our next arrival? Alright. United Express from Dulles. 18 minutes out. So I went out pretty far there. I don't know if that's our next one. Alright, there's Lehigh Valley Medevac. Stopping in.
People Juliet, turn left on Charlie, left on Alpha for 1
So that is... That's not it. Oh, Cessna Skyhawks coming back around again. Looks like. Oh, was that already here? I can't even remember now. I guess that's from before. Alright. Who's our next arrival? Next arrival looks like will be the Dulles flight at 11:07, 17 minutes out. And after that, we're going to have a bunch in a row. About 5 or 6 in a row there. I'd have a little bit of a lull here. Thanks again, everyone, for watching. This is Pensy Plains. I'm Scott. We are live at Harrisburg International Airport. Airport code MDT in Middletown, Pennsylvania. We're here for the Monday night cargo action. We just saw 4 departures, 2 UPS, 2 FedEx. I was hoping it would be 5, but we didn't get the other one. They never got here, so. How many likes are we up to now? Looks like we still have a good stream, good signal. The video should be good. Let me know if it's not. Hopefully the audio is good. And we'll just check out the view of the airport here. Looks like the helicopter crew came in to this building here. Got this jet been parked out here all night. Doesn't look like it's going anywhere soon. Something's starting up. I don't think we have anything else going out tonight. Could be moving something over to the hangar. These two United flights have been sitting here all night. I guess they're staying here. Well, one's been sitting here all night. We saw the other one come in. Check our subscriber count here quick. 1727, so that's 7 new subscribers since the last time I checked. Thank you for that. Whoever the new subscribers are, we appreciate having you with us. Something's running down there. I'm not sure what it is. Probably American. Check out the terminal. Airport runway lights, taxiway lights at night. Looks pretty cool. It's nice and quiet here right now. You can check out the moon again. We had a nice strawberry moon earlier, bright red. It was really cool, especially with planes passing in front of it or below it. I think you're liable to see those video clips pop up in the next day or two. Don't forget to check out the other videos we posted from Pittsburgh. I posted a bunch from Pittsburgh over the weekend. Posted a bunch from Philadelphia last week. Some really good shots from Fort Mifflin of arrivals at Philadelphia International Airport. Had a good stream there. A week and a half ago. Friday. Just taking off without the Skyhawk again. Hopefully we see this helicopter go back out. It looks like that Cessna Skyhawk's going to be taking off again. Getting lots of practice in tonight. Yes, what CC said, I echo that. Thank you everyone for your support, liking, subscribing. Don't forget we have memberships available. They're 99 cents a month. You can click the little dollar sign at the bottom of the screen, bottom of the chat window there. And we have super chats and super stickers, and there's a PayPal link in the stream information if you would care to support us in that way. Obviously there are some expenses involved, especially we just got back from Pittsburgh, so that's 8 hours of driving round trip and a couple nights in a hotel. And we're going to take another trip and bring you something special next week, so stay tuned for that. The nice thing about PayPal is YouTube doesn't take 35% of it. It almost all goes to the channel, probably like 3%. So we appreciate everyone supporting the channel in whatever way you choose to do so, even if it's just being here, watching, and hopefully clicking like and subscribe. Don't forget to click the notification bell too, so you know when we go on live again, or when we post another video. There goes the Skyhawk again. Right in front of the moon. Not quite as, that's pretty cool. Not quite as dramatic as the UPS 767. Again, we thank our moderators, especially CC, who's been here with us for the whole stream, late at night, up in New Hampshire. Getting ready for the heat wave like we are.
2334 Juliet, change my frequency 126.45.
Something big's flying over us right now.
Now 4964, descending 3000.
And it's not what you see on the screen. We have a United 737 flying in from Denver into Philadelphia, flying over us right now. I see it. Alright, let's see if I can get that on camera.
2334 Juliet, departure, your radar contact.
Alright, I believe that there is United 737 on its way from Denver to Philly. Probably up about 15,000 feet. Something's definitely starting up at the terminal. I didn't remember that anything else was going up, but I'll have to check that. Alright, that's the 737 headed for Philadelphia. The arrival path from the west into Philadelphia passes right over the airport. What am I hearing over here? Alright, I'm gonna check the departure board, see if I missed something. I don't see anything besides FedEx or UPS. Wasn't there one that was delayed going out? I don't see it. I don't know what that is. Maybe just starting it up to take it over and park it for the night. Alright. The airport ops coming in here, checking things out.
This for information Alpha, Alpha number 3010.
What is that up there? I think that's the one that just took off, the Skyhawk.
Alpha number
Come back around again.
3010.
That's that Cessna Skyhawk. Alright, we have our dullest flight about 7 minutes out, the E145 United Express Commuter 4964. It's southwest of the airport. I don't see it yet. Unless that's what I'm looking at. I don't think it is, so I guess the Skyhawk. 7 minutes to the Dulles flight landing. Speaking of Dulles, one of our mods, Dustin, Delta Whiskey Aviation Plus, haven't seen him here tonight, but he's done a couple of live streams now from Dulles. Him and his wife, they do a nice job. If you want to check them out, Delta Whiskey Aviation Plus on YouTube. I think he's on TikTok too. I don't really get on TikTok much. Alright, that's still that Skyhawk. South of the airport. I'm watching for the United flight. We should be able to see that soon. I'll take a drink here quick. It's really nice out here. If I didn't say that already. course, we got this medical helicopter just came in a little while ago.
4964,
Expect we'll
6
see that
miles
go
still
back
on
out
the
at some
north,
point.
heading 100, maintain 3000 till status on locals, clear
Lehigh
by
Valley
left,
Medevac, based in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Oh, looks like they're hanging out at the helicopter now, doing a walk around or something. Fuel truck started up here. Might be going over to the helicopter, who knows? I think that's where they're headed. A little bit of excitement there. Kind of. All right, I see the United flight out past the water tower. Looks like the helicopter's fueling up. And out here is United. Again, that's United Express 4964 coming in from Washington Dulles, which is actually in Virginia, not Washington State, as I saw someone.
4964, 13,
Ooh. See an A380 out west of the airport.
3334 Juliet, contact
Houston to
125.52.
Emirates A380. Looks like they're going to fly over us. It's really high up. I don't know if we'll see it, but it's also very large. That'd be cool if we could see that. Right now we're going to watch United though. Alright, CC, get ready with the United emojis.
657, type via Golf Echo Alpha.
There's definitely a plane moving around over there. I assume they're going to be taking it over to the hangar. That's our United flight from Dulles. So right now that is directly above Capital City Airport. So that's actually over farther than I thought it was from here. Over to the right more. You can't actually see the airport. Alright. Before that one lands, looks like this, taking this one to the garage for the night. It's the third one I've seen them take up there tonight. All American. Probably Piedmont. It's not on radar, so I assume it's not going anywhere. There's nothing on the departure board. Alright, go back to United and try to catch it here right there before it goes behind the building. That's the United E-145 from Dulles.
Turn right direct to Harrisburg, New York.
Sorry, it's kind of quiet right now. We should have 4 or 5 more arrivals coming in here soon, though. Just going to the hangar.
People are still using that one, or they changed over.
And this one landing. There's United from Dulles. United Express.
Server 5169 Harrisburg approach, select ILS 13, descend and maintain 4000. Commander 4964, turn left on Delta, taxi via Delta.
Alright, there's CC with the United emojis. Probably our last United flight of the night.
2334
Maybe,
Juliet,
I'm not sure if we got one more coming from Chicago or not.
287.
I think we have an American flight coming in from Chicago yet. We have an American coming from Dallas, American coming from Charlotte, Delta from Atlanta, Delta from Detroit. Off the top of my head. Four more arrivals here. About the next hour, a little less. That is the United E-145 from Dulles, taxiing over to the terminal. Probably parked maybe right between the other two that are over here.
Southwest 650, contact New York Center 1.
Gotta leave room at the end for 2 Delta flights yet. 717 and a CRJ.
Delta 83, Harrisburg approach, vector for sequencing, turn 10 degrees to the left, descend and maintain 5000.
See what's going on the other side of the other one, I think. Nope. Nope, it's in between the two. There's some language down below me. I'm not sure if it's on the street or on a lower level of the garage. Nope. It's out on the street. If they broke down or what? Something happened to that truck. Alright, looks like the helicopter's getting ready to go out, or that's while they're still fueling up. Still refueling over here. I think this truck just broke down here. They got some kind of issue. Alright, how far out's the next arrival? Got Delta connection, Endeavor 5169. A Bombardier CRJ 700 coming in from Detroit in about 6 minutes. Be November 368 Charlie Alpha. We also have the Delta 717, Delta 1283, coming in from Atlanta, about 11 minutes out. Ooh, there's a C-130 flying out west of us. It's at 25,000 feet. I don't think it's coming here. I don't think it's one of ours. There are our, I believe, 4 C-130 stationed here at the Air National Guard unit. Don't know if they're here or if they're out flying around. All right, American 2469 from Dallas, 22 minutes out. Airbus A321. I think there should be one more out there somewhere. Oh, Charlotte, that's a little later. All right, so Dulles just landed. Looks like Detroit's next. 11:17. Atlanta at 11:22. Chicago, American Eagle at 11:37, and Charlotte at 12.
About 8 miles from Harrisburg.
That'll be it for the night. Right now we have Endeavor 5169, Delta connection from Detroit, 3 minutes out. I think something else is starting up there. Maybe that's that one that just landed. Now we should see the helicopter going out here soon, I would imagine. Check the status of the moon. Still very bright and quite full. I think it's full. It's very close to it. Alright, we're done fueling over here. Should be seeing this helicopter take off soon, I believe. Fuel truck's coming back home. Check things out at the United gates here. Should have 2 Delta flights parking at the end here shortly. On this side of United. There's 3 Delta or United planes parked there. That's the one that just came in right there. Just see the tail, I think. That's the one we saw come in earlier, and that one's been here all night.
5169 Harrisburg Tower, runway 13, quarter 1.
Alright. Sounds like the Delta flight from Detroit was cleared to land. I can see it way, way out there. Actually, I see 2 planes out there. That's probably the one from Atlanta is probably out there too. They're right behind each other. We're gonna have back-to-back Delta arrivals. So we're gonna have the Delta connection flight, Endeavor 5169, the CRJ 700 from Detroit. Immediately followed by Delta 1283, the Boeing 717-200 from Atlanta. Both within the next 3 minutes. Thanks again, everyone, for joining us. It's Pensy Planes. I'm Scott. We're at Harrisburg International Airport.
12 o'clock in about 6 miles.
Waiting for 4 more arrivals here before we wrap things up. And hopefully this helicopter departing. So you can't see the other one now. You can see the Delta flight from Detroit there on the right, and the other one went behind the water tower. Trying to get this truck started or whatever below us. There's another truck there helping them now. All right, so now I think, all right, now you can see both planes. There's two lights there to the right of the water tower are both Delta planes. One to the right is from Detroit. The one to the left is from Atlanta. Thanks again, everyone, for being here. Don't forget to say hello. Let us know where you're watching from if you haven't already. Please don't forget to click like and subscribe. It helps us out a lot, and it doesn't cost you a thing. And if you look back in the chat there, CC mentioned some other ways that you can help support the channel if you're inclined to do so. Looks like we have 24 people watching. Appreciate everyone who stuck with us at our little local airport here. We saw 4 heavy departures here a while ago, 2 UPS and 2 FedEx.
1283, Roger, runway 13, code 1.
13, clear land, thanks, that's 1283.
I can't see how many likes we have. How many likes are we up to? For some reason I have trouble bringing that up. I think I might hear another train over there. So what we're watching are the 2 Delta flights. They'll both be landing in the next few minutes. All right, 22 people watching, 46 likes, 47. Thank you for that. That'd be nice if we could break 50 here before we're done. 50 likes for our little local airport here is pretty cool. Almost midnight. Thanks again to CC for hanging around.
Altimeter 3010, descend maintain 4000.
Doing a great job with the chat, promoting the channel.
Delta 1283, looks like you got quite a bit of an overtake on us. Probably have to break you up.
We're slowing down now, might be alright.
Those are both Delta flights landing in the next minute or two. They look really close together, don't they?
Looks like it's doing S turn to get a little extra spacing.
1283, taken.
Would you like us to do an S turn to get a little extra spacing?
1283, yep, that'll work. S turns are approved.
Alright, S turn now.
So it looks like the second one's going to be doing an S turn to create some space. I think it did the S turn behind the water tower there. Now that looks funky, doesn't it? That looks pretty cool when they do that. Second one did an S turn behind the first one, behind the water tower there, because they were a little too close together. So the second one turned over to the right, hasn't turned back yet. I think that's the one doing the S turn there. The other one should be landing here shortly. There it is. That's pretty cool. All right, this is the CRJ from Detroit. I think. CC says 2 more likes to 50. I appreciate it. Let's see if we can get 2 more likes.
75169, turn left at Echo.
We got another 45 minutes before we wrap things up. So it'd be cool if we could get to 50. Thanks everyone for liking and subscribing, for all your support. Alright, we got this other one landing here any second now too. This will be the 717 coming in from Atlanta, the one that just did that big S turn to the right, to their right, to our left. Should be seeing that anytime, like now. This is a Boeing 717 from Atlanta. And we're going to have 2 Delta planes pulling in there at the end of the terminal at the same time. Alright, that's the 717 from Atlanta. Delta.
That's 1283. Nice work. Turn left
1283, I
off
believe.
Alpha, Echo Golf.
Alright, here comes the CRJ. 2 for 1 of Delta. This is the CRJ coming in from Detroit.
Kevin 240 Harrisburg approach, altimeter 3011.
CRJ 700 from Detroit. Over there is the 717.
Okay, 2469, turn right direct Cebu, descend.
Looks like the helicopter's getting ready to take off too. I'll keep an eye on that. Still working on getting this truck started down here. There's the first one pulling into the gate. The Delta gate's going to be bustling with activity here all of a sudden.
2469, about 10 miles from Cebu, South Cebu at 3,000 foot, ILS runway 13 approach.
Looks like we're still 2 lights short of 50. If we could get 2 more lights, that would be awesome. There's another 2 for 1 shot of Delta. CRJ and a 717.
LV1, roger depart from the
Move over here
ramp.
quick.
Will be at
See the
runway.
helicopter getting ready
Once
to
you're
take
airborne,
off.
you can proceed on course southbound. Oh, everyone, yeah, that's fine. That's TV fine.
There goes the Lehigh Valley Medevac helicopter. Headed back probably to the Allentown area somewhere. We have a couple bases in that area. While that was going on, the 717 pulled into their gate.
Slid land runway 13, American 2469.
Let me see it. It's the CRJ. 717 pulled in on the other side there. Guess it pulled up far enough that we can't see it. But they're here for the night. And here's our next arrival. I think that's going to be the American flight from Dallas. And this is American 2469, the Airbus A321 coming in from Dallas, Fort Worth. Out there beyond the water tower. No need for an S-turn here. And we still have an American Eagle flight from Chicago and American Eagle flight from Charlotte after that one. This one's been delayed for a while. It was supposed to be here at 10:42 and it's now 11:28. So we got this one, 2 more American arrivals, and then we're going to call it quits. So we had a little Delta parade. Now we're going to have a little American parade. Maybe not quite as close together.
Frequencies and have a good night.
Can we get 2 more likes before the A321 lands? All right, we got 49. Carlos Chavez Productions. Hello, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Again, this is Fancy Planes. My name is Scott, and we're here at Harrisburg International Airport in Pennsylvania, waiting for this American A321 from Dallas to land. And hopefully 2 more American flights after that. American Eagle flights. Still have 23 people watching. That's cool. Thank you for sticking with us. I know it's late. Thank you, CC, for sticking with us late at night here. I appreciate it. Betsy was here earlier for a little bit. I know she goes to bed early. Hey, Matt, welcome back. Or were you here all the time? I don't know. I haven't seen you in the chat for a while. Also like to thank Matt, another one of our moderators. This is the A321 coming in from Dallas, Fort Worth, American 2469. About an hour late, I guess. A little over an hour late. This one should be pretty loud. Oh, what was that? Loud bang somewhere around here. This is American 2469 from Dallas, Fort Worth. All right, looks like we hit 50 likes just as the A321 landed. Thank you, everyone, for that. I appreciate it.
2469, turn left on Foxtrot.
Pretty good for a Monday night in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And we should have 2 more American flights coming in, and then we're going to head out. Hopefully they're running early, unlike this one. So this is probably the biggest arrival we had tonight. We had Allegiant. That was before the stream started, though, I believe. Saw it depart. Then we had 4 heavy departures, FedEx and UPS, plus Allegiant, 737. So this one's going to go all the way down and park at the other end of the terminal where we can't see it. Oops. Take a look at the latest, not the latest Delta arrival, but a recent Delta arrival. Somebody just parked up here near me. Pretty much nobody parks at this end of this level of the parking garage. Unless they're really busy.
554 Harrisburg approach, altimeter 3011, state destination.
Alright. Next arrival is going to be Brickyard 4640 American Eagle, operated by Republic Airways from Chicago O'Hare, NE175. And then we'll be waiting on the American flight from Charlotte, and that should do it for tonight. Charlotte still says 37 minutes out. I don't think it's that far, though. American Eagle from Chicago is 4 minutes out. You know what? I don't think I'm going to wait 37 minutes for that Charlotte flight. I think we're going to make this Chicago flight our last plane of the night.
4645 miles from Harrisburg VOR, cross the VOR at 4000.
Hopefully you're okay with that. So this is American Eagle Brickyard 4640 E175 from Chicago O'Hare. We're going to make that our last flight. So thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you Cece, Matt, Betsy, Janet, our mods, especially Cece and Matt who hung around here late for us. They do a great job. We appreciate everything they do. Thanks for liking and subscribing, getting us to 50 likes. I'm not going to hang around for another half hour for that E145. Ooh, hope you can't hear that. Well, that's the people with the broken down truck. All right. So thank you everyone for your support tonight. Thank you GE, was it 1754? Sorry, I forget the number, for the super chat earlier. Congratulations on your membership anniversary. And don't forget, there's still time to become a member. It's 99 cents a month. You click the little dollar sign at the bottom there if you're interested in helping to support the channel in that way. And CC posted some other ways earlier. And we appreciate all your support. So what we're seeing out there is the American Eagle E175 from Chicago. We're going to make that our last plane tonight. And I'm going to cut out. I'm not going to hang around another half hour to wait for the CRJ or ERJ. Unless you really want me to. Got here a little after sunset. Didn't quite get the sunset. Well, we got a pretty good look at the sunset, even though it's already down. And the moon. Don't forget about the moon. Let's check that out one more time. Had a nice strawberry moon earlier. Looking pretty cool with aircraft flying in front of it, like the UPS 767. That's our moon for tonight. All right. That's the E-175 from Chicago. And we're going to wrap it up after that one. Let CC go to bed. And me too, eventually. I was up early this morning. It's starting to hit me now. I'm retired. I'm not used to working 8-hour shifts and getting up in the morning. More cars coming in here. I guess they're picking people up. I don't know. There's nothing going out. Hi. All right, this is the E-175 from Chicago. Out beyond the water tower. And it's going to be our last plane. And here, where they cleared the land already? I don't remember hearing it. Guess we still have ATC. I think the ATC stopped. So we get it back quick. Been working well all night, and then all of a sudden it stopped. So I apologize if you're hearing any of that language below us. People standing here watching for the plane. I guess they're waiting for somebody. All right, going behind the water tower here in a second. Surprised airport police haven't been down there with these people yet. Somebody's not happy. That's down on the road 4 floors below me. I apologize if you're hearing it. All right, E-175 should be appearing out from behind the building here in a second. It's our last plane of the night. Thanks again, everyone, for watching. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Thanks for the super chat. That's the E-175 from Chicago. All right. Thanks again, CC and Matt, for hanging around late. I really appreciate it. I know you don't have to do that. And for all your support, managing the chat, support or promoting the channel, I appreciate it. The channel would not be as much of a success without your support and also from the viewers. So we'll watch this one taxi into the terminal. It's gonna go behind the terminal at the other end. Again, this is American Eagle from Chicago, our last plane of the evening. And there it goes. All right. Thanks again, everyone, for watching. Thanks for getting us to 50 likes tonight. Hope you all have a great night. Thanks again, Cece and Matt. And thanks for spending the evening with us here in Harrisburg. Take care, everyone. We'll see you probably next Tuesday at an unnamed airport that I really think you're going to like. So take care, everyone. Have a good night. Goodbye.
Helicopter 111 Harrisburg, customer 3011.